The MSQ Enjoyer has joined the chat. Baby. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh. Gone. Literally, as I picked up the controller, it turned off. That's incredible. Wrong element. Cat in frame. If you have a moment, Geode wants to take stock of the current crisis. Oblivion may be lacking in finer details in certain areas. We'd like you to lend your perspective on this conversation. Your perspective to the conversation. Sorry to drag you into our meeting, but we need to get a better handle of the threats Alexandria is facing right now. Not at all. Much has happened since the state funeral, and a clear idea of where things stand would be beneficial for us as well, like a recap of some sorts. First things first then, let's discuss the state of the machine malfunctions. Every single sector reported instances of sentries attacking citizens without provocation. Vehicles suddenly becoming unresponsive to controls. While these malfunctions were resolved fairly quickly, they nevertheless resulted in a considerable number of injuries and deaths. But you haven't heard anything about new incidents then, right? Oh boy. Right. No additional reports have been logged. As far as I know, that's good news. The bad news is, I tried to take control of the soldiers when they started hurting people. They wouldn't listen to me, even though I have the king's authority. Once things calmed down, I was finally able to make them give up their weapons. But if it happens again, I don't know if they'll ignore me like before. The Kings of Resolve authority is out the highest there is. Who's this man that can override it with such impunity? Halix. He lived in the age of the storm surge as I did. Least you forget, he was known for his He was known for his advancements in electro technology. It was he who established preservation for the purpose of furthering his research. I don't know where my lip gloss is. I say lip gloss, lip balm. Lip gloss, lip balm, is there even a difference? The wasting disease which afflicted him, however, was said to leave him scant few years left to live. He must have chosen to undergo conversion into an endless, that he might continue his efforts into the present day. Ops just said, yeah. I don't think so. Preservation's early going seemed noble enough. Exploring treatments for 11 sickness, designing Everkeep's core system, that sort of thing. By harm people, he was ostensibly trying to help. I do not pretend to fully understand Calyx's motivations, only that he appeared incensed by what he saw as mankind's failings. He asserted that the strategy of adapting our species through generational succession was outdated. Evolution now requires us to forsake bodies of flesh in favor of eternal preservation. We've already seen how he's employed the stimulants to convince Alexandrians that endless conversion is their only hope for survival. Eternal life is assured for the 5,000 who register the new regulators. This is merely one part of Calyx's greater plan. He wants the key to interdimensional fusion. That relic in his possession, he will draw aether from the reflections, expand his efforts to create endless, 1,000-fold. If we mean to foil Calyx's schemes, then our only option is to determine where he's hiding and put him down, which, unfortunately, seems easier said than done. I've been scouring the terminal we found in the depths of Everkeep. I failed to uncover even the slightest trace of his activities. Give me a little more time, though. I'm sure I can sniff him out. I'll help you! Thank you, Gululja. You're always helpful. While Gululja and Shale are working on that, I think I'm going to take a look around. I want to make sure no new problems have cropped up, as well as search for any information that might lead us to Calyx. You're welcome to come along. Another malfunction could happen at any time, and I'd be glad to have some brawlers at my back. Smile, pat chest. I'm staying here. Thanks. Count me in. Raha and the others are helping Oblivion patrol the other levels of the keep. So shall we stick to the streets of Solution 9? Sounds like a plan. Thanks, you two. I appreciate the company. Hey, I didn't say I was going. In fact, I said nothing. I have to speak with the city administrators about bringing the Landsguard. I want our soldiers around to protect those who are moving to Tuliolal. Alphino and Alice will be joining me for the meeting, so the three of us can cover the sector as soon as we're done. If I may, I'd like to join Red's group, if you'll have me. Smile. Nod. I still didn't say anything. The more mouths to ask questions, the merrier, as long as you're aware of the dangers. Thank you. I'll do my best not to be a burden. Well, I'm more worried about you, Geode. Don't do anything stupid. You don't have plot armor like half of these characters. You'll change your tune once we get back with the goods on Calyx. Then the drinks are on you. Come on, let's continue this outside. I got a real question about the end of this patch. Cryo now knows that she's from here. Sorry, I got stunned by what Mana just wrote in chat. Hold on, I gotta recollect my thoughts. Yeah, does Cryo stay here after this plot is over? Anywho, there's that fucking cat that I hate. Give me Aether Meow. My question is, yeah, does Cryo stay here after the patch is over? Like the way Lise stayed behind for her plot. I feel like that'd be like an unfortunate way to end that, but I wouldn't be shocked if it happens. Anyway, Mondo in the chat writes an important question. Trying to download the 2014 Maleficent movie and forgot how easy it is to just accidentally download a porn movie with the exact same title. I hope you have your ad blocker on, young man. Alphano has taken to licking the tags on the pillows in the back. He has grabbed the tag with his claws. And it was licking it. Little toy? Little man? Anywho. I've always had my ad blocker on. Just fucking... do you have Bitdefender? Are you Bitdefending right now? Alphano, do you have Bitdefender? Use my promo code. FUCK. That's it, that's the promo code. Defending your bits so hard. I've heard that about you. Mulvid, by the way. I don't know what that is. I recently uninstalled QBitTorrent from my old computer. I haven't used that in years, and the only thing I was doing was propagating old, You did? Yeah. That was the torrent I used to use back in the day to get Kamen Rider episodes. Could definitely keep using it. I'm good. The thing is, I don't have anything I care to torrent at the moment. If I ever have anything I actually care to torrent again someday, of course I'll get it back, but it's already gone. Like, it's gone. I have to find it all over again. Used to get like 4 Kamen Rider shows. Can you believe they're finally barely making international releases for Kamen Rider? That's new. The new one coming up is going to be day and date. Are you alright, Geode? I'm well enough given the circumstances. It was the Queen's fondest wish that her subjects remain shielded from the horrors of death. And so they were for the longest time. Then the moment morality once again becomes an unavoidable fact of life, they're greeted with an outbreak of bloody violence. Many are bound to give the endless alternative solution serious consideration. Indeed, I do not blame them for that. It is only natural that such thoughts should come to mind. What I cannot forgive is the way Calyx wields fear and misery to manipulate people into making that choice. No one, not Calyx nor anyone else, should dictate how we cope with the specter of death. I wish for him to cope and seethe and mold even. As one who lived as an Alexandrian, I wish to put the choices for this country's future back into the hands of the citizen. You think we can handle that responsibility? After everything you've seen of us. It is what I've seen that has convinced me you can. I awoke 4 centuries later to find people living and laughing beneath Alexandrian's banner. Though surprised and bewildered, I was overjoyed to see it so. You all deserve to be happy. Well then. I'm learning that Kamen Rider Build and House end the same way. Does Kamen Rider House end with him having the main rider having a broken leg and then going into medicine? Also, Kamen Rider Build and House sounds like a Pokemon generation. Pokemon Build and Pokemon House. Which version are you buying? They drive off into the sunset together. Build and House? We don't know if or when a battle might find us. I believe someone came prepared for just such an eventuality. Nio and Luis confirmed? They both watched it? And you did? Is that the grimoire you retrieved from the old castle? Are you gonna fight with us? My parents gifted it to me when I was a child. They were adamant that I should learn to protect the things important to me. I was fortunate enough to have a tutor in the arcane arts, so I lay claim to some small measure of skill. I've only seen the snippets that one episode where House is just casually transphobic. House MD or Common Rider House? Again. Are you talking about the good doctor? Brother. There is no Common Rider House. I'm talking about House. Okay, let me be clear. The way you phrased that made it sound like you were saying that there was a series of Kamen Rider called Kamen Rider House, and I'm like, that's crazy. Awesome. If there was, you wouldn't know about it. There's a lot of Kamen Riders that have come and gone that I just have not heard of. I stopped paying attention after fucking Ghost. And apparently there was a video game one, and then apparently there was another one that was fighting games? Question mark? That wasn't the video game one? Dark Souls? Dark Souls, anyone? And then the Power Rangers had an awful CGI animal rider. That was fucking weird. You look like Shadow the Hedgehog. That was the season where budget went down the drain. I remember people were posting about that shit. Did not look good. What was going on in this story, by the way? If that's the case, it might be better if we split up into two groups after all. It would certainly be more beneficial and efficient for information gathering. I guess that makes sense. The two of you could take the west side, the recreation zone. Rhett and I will take the east. Wanda, you can't just say that in my fucking chat. Unprompted. He's like looking at something. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck he's like. I am. I don't know why I never finish MSQ through the shit like this. You hear something, little boy? Do you hear the... He thinks he hears something. It's like... ultra focused. And the way he's focused makes me think that he's found something. Boy, distraction. Also, I just heaved like a when he looked. Oh, no, he's gonna crawl over to what he's looking at. Walking up to my shoes. Me. His curiosity is resolved. Let's go home. Anyway. This is all just a setup scene for the actual fucking patch where we're gonna hang out with Yote. They're really reintroducing this? This is weird. Calling it escorting now, which is its own bag of worms. The memories. I used to drink around here all the time. I made sure not to overdo it when I had to work the next day. Once we were past the busy season, or when the ladies weren't amenable to my company, they had to scrap me off the street outside in the morning or afternoon. The worst I ever got was on what should have been the worst day of my life. If only I could remember it. I was still wearing a regulator back then. Also the day I first met Shale, although I guarantee she's forgotten it completely. I need a Neo regulator! Becoming an endless is the only way! Even Queen's Fiend said so! Whoa. Wouldn't it be funny if this game's message was, you know, maybe some people need to die so that they can stop flooding the conversation. You want to hear my story? Well, I appreciate you offering a sympathetic ear. There's not much to tell. If you must know, a good friend of mine died when those machines went crazy. His air wheels dropped right into the sky. He did not survive the crash. Damn fool wasn't wearing a regulator. I know that's not so strange these days, but he'd never bothered with one. He was at peace with the idea of dying someday. I thought I understood what that meant until it happened. We're just making up accents as we go. What has me in such a fine mood, you ask? Well, I just registered my new regulator. I was leery of becoming nothing. What memories at first. Now that I've got through with registration, I've never felt more at ease. Also, once it was done, the regulator displayed the current numbers. Of the 5,000 slots available, over 3,800 have already been filled. So if you're hesitant, you've not much time to make up your mind. Mark my words, friend. When there's only a few slots left, it's gonna get very ugly. Brett, a word. I feel like there was a new factor in these stories we've heard, one we hadn't considered during our discussion with everyone in the back room. Fights that are likely to break out over the neo-regulators. The fact that nearly 4,000 people have registered is worthy of its own report. Be sure there wasn't anything else? That a victim of violence wasn't wearing a regulator. Yes, that's it. The vast majority of the residents have always worn regulators. So it's not a detail we'd normally think about. With the supply of souls cut off, though, more and more people have been going without them. We need to look into the casualties from the recent attacks. Check whether or not they were equipped with regulators. Let's ask around on the street over the east. It was pretty chaotic at the time, but maybe we'll find eyewitnesses who can help us confirm if this was a pattern. There isn't one in the alleyway. I had to just walk. Aim. The hover cargo. It was once my job to deliver goods by hover cargo. That's why I know a fair number of names and faces throughout the city. Little ones who'd jump for joy when I brought them packages. The old lady who'd always greet me with a smile. I'd hate for anything bad to happen to him. You were a fucking Amazon driver? Hold on. I'm gonna stop everything. Someone drew a succubus like that in the middle of the street is crazy. Oh, how culture has fucking infiltrated Final Fantasy proper. I don't really come back here often. There's a nature restoration sector and we're not allowed to go? This is bullshit. We should know of the people who died in the machine rampage if they were using regulators. I'm sorry, but I was assigned to cleaning away debris. I didn't see any of the deceased. No bodies were present by the time I arrived, so I assume ushers had already done their work. I do remember there being patches of white dust scattered about that were quite a chore to clean up, but nothing else worthy of mention. Bro just fucking dusted the bodies. How are you today? Please let me know if I may be of service. Citywide casualty data unavailable. Government officials are currently processing reports from all affected zones. Narrow it down to the recreation zone. Recalibrating parameters. 87 individuals injured. 19 individuals are casualties. Casualties of people equipped with regulators, 0. I think it's time we rejoined Krylan's feed. I was half joking with my boast to Shale, but we may have stumbled upon something major here. Didn't Kryle say to meet them in the plaza outside True View? Let's get going. Question is, how are they fucking dusting these people? Is this like a sin eater, like removing all your aether to a point where you're just the dust? Okay, let's go ahead and just kind of blaze through this one. People who were killed by malfunctioning machines weren't wearing regulators. Definitely more than a coincidence. I think it's safe to say that anyone who had removed the regulator was a priority target. The person I was treating for injuries wasn't wearing one either. Why are they being targeted over everyone else? Based only on the lack of a Neo regulator, we cannot judge if a person has no desire to become an endless, or if they simply fail to acquire one in the limited devices. Those who wear no regulator at all have rejected the old system of using souls to revive themselves. They have chosen to live their lives in the knowledge that death is an inevitability. So they're killing off anyone with a differing opinion on this matter? Is that what we're saying here? Leaving only the people who would all agree to go forward with all this bullshit? There was no need to kill anyone. But the way things were, the people were already fearful enough. We could have found 5,000 willing citizens without all this madness. Perhaps this sowing of terror is in service to another scheme, or he had some other need for the lives he's taken. Could something have been done to the victims? What about the sanitation worker story? Saw no bodies, but mentioned piles of white dust. Dust, but no bodies? Now where have I heard that before? You recall when we went to save Aaronville from the sentries in the outskirts? The usher, Malachite, told us much the same story. Only a pile of dust which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it. Probably because they were all also wearing regulators, so no one thought anything of it. So if people who are dying would have no regulators, so their memories wouldn't be altered, and only people who are around to witness it afterwards have their memories altered by these regulators, then yeah, no one would like be able to connect that the fucking dust is the remains. Both stories speak of missing remains as suspicious enough. The shared mention of dust is too much to ignore. In that case, we should confirm that if this substance was present at other sites, an attempt to ascertain its nature. Following this thread may lead us not only to the explanation for the missing bodies, but also the intent behind Calyx's murderous actions. We need your help. I've lost control over the soldiers in the residential area. They might be trying to hurt people again. Oblivion members are on the way now, but are you close enough to join them? Yeah, I can warp there real easy. Let's do it. Our investigation will have to wait. Let's go. Oh, that's creepy. That's really good.
Stay back! Stay away from me!
Leave him alone!
Are you all right?
What happened here?
A sentry walked into my apartment. Even though I'd locked the door and everything, I managed to run. But the man who tried to save me...
No weapons, which is to be expected, considering all the sentries were meant to be disarmed. Yet it was ordered to attack all the same, even if that meant using its bare hands.
I'll leave matters here to you. I'm going to do a sweep of the surrounding area.
No regulators on either of them.
Do you know anyone else in this sector who no longer wears a regulator?
Oh, I don't think I've seen Isadora and her boy with theirs recently.
Yep, they're gonna be attacked.
Go to them, quickly!
Oh shit, no! Tragedy is gonna occur here.
Wayakwe!
I'll be fine. But Isadora's in bad shape. Mother! Mother, please!
Isadora! Oh, thank goodness. She wasn't struck anywhere vital.
I'm sorry. If only I'd gotten here sooner.
Everything will be all right. I promise to make your mother better.
Thank you, miss.
People are wising up that she's the real queen.
Will she sleep like that forever?
In a coma?
No, not forever. She'll wake soon. I'm sure of it.
That's good to hear. Thank you for saving her.
It's peak. It's peak, little boy. I mess with my cat a little bit. He's the MSQ enjoyer after all. Look how he looks around. Baby boy! For a short guest appearance, I have grabbed Alice as well. Now, everyone who knows Alice remembers that she is the one who hates being held. So when I hold her, but the instant she realizes that she's the chance of getting down, she squirms. Tries to get out of my grip. Oh, that's a little clump of fur. Oh, look at that. It literally flew away on camera. That's crazy. Hey, brushies, little girl. When I give you brushies, you need to like not squirt. Wait. I just realized I'm leaving the thing, like, recording while I'm taking my break. And I forget to shut it down. So there's just gonna be a big chunk in the middle of this footage where I'm away from, well, it's just an empty chair. Whoops. I gotta remember to do that. Forgive me, I was reckless. Shouldn't have to waste time tending to my wounds as well. See our other comrade back there? He stayed behind in the lobby. I heard some sounds of fighting. I'm sorry, he must have fallen protecting the residents. Comrade, do you think he may have been struck down? If he's wounded or worse, I should go to him. I will tend to your friend. There. Alphino is back in his spot. This door is gonna be alright then? I'm so glad. I just finished my administrations here. Our oblivion comrade was beyond saving, I'm afraid. That brave soul, he gave his life to save another. I don't understand why any of this is happening. That sentry was behaving normally like any other. Then all of a sudden, it tried to kill me. Alex commanded them to commit murder. We came as soon as Wakiki sent word. Oh, Yaiki, or how do you say that? It's Wayakiwe. I gotta remember how to say that. It's Wayakiwe. I need new glasses. Fuck. Not able to just see the words properly by just fucking Akiwe? Namrewe. Or is that actually no mames. I'm sorry. By the time we arrived, it was already too late. Joe could be in trouble too. Once we have this radius locked down, we need to find him. Why has something happened? We're not sure what, but he stopped responding to our communications. We need to prioritize securing the residential sector though, at least until we regain control over the sentries. We should search for Geode. Most Oblivion members have sworn off regulators. If our theory holds true, they could be prime targets for the next attack. I don't think I've heard this song once in the game. And yet it's a really good theme. What the fuck? Is this the dungeon theme for fucking Everkeep? I think this is the dungeon theme for Everkeep. I literally have only heard it once with the music on. Waikiwe has one too, so I'll ask her to keep hailing Geode. Geode said he would sweep the surrounding area, so he shouldn't have ventured too far. Let's get going. I'm also kind of glad I fucking held off on doing the story, because it would have been crowded. You would have seen like 14,000 other players crowding this one spot. And it would have been really funny. You see no sign of Geode. Perhaps you're in the middle of a fucking crowd. Oh, I took a step. Geode, answer me. Is Geode the sacrifice of the story? We were joking about that you don't have plot armor like the rest of these fools, but he might actually not have the damn plot armor. No sign of Geode. The neighboring residential radius would be the next logical place to look.
This is the only place left. Let them be safe.
Geode, are you there? Answer me, please!
I'm here. Sorry for the long silence. I've been busy.
Oh, you're alive! Thank the gods! Where are you now?
The radius next door. The lobby is secure. I'll scout the second floor. Then I'll join you.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's really doing that! Yeah, it is the fucking Aether situation.
That dust.
Dust? What are you talking about? What's happening?
They're not just collecting souls. They're draining the bodies of corporeal ether. The dust that we saw was all that was left of the victims. They must have modified the soul cells.
They're milking them? They are milking them.
Shit.
Get out of there.
Damn you!
Why would you throw it? He doesn't. He has a regulator, probably.
Can't be here. You need to run now.
Oh no, he does have a regulator.
A trap. Take care of the others, eh?
No sign of him so far. This way, maybe? Geode!
No.
A shame. I had hoped to leave here with at least one more cell's worth of ether. But seeing how eager you are to interfere, I shall cut this foray short.
Calyx. What could you possibly stand to gain from these atrocities?
That kid needs to sleep. He
Ether
needs a little
sufficient to
nappy.
Generate 5,000 endless. How would you acquire it?
How would I?
Until I have the key, the reflections are closed to me. Thus do I make do with the sources at hand. 7% of Alexandria's current population will yield the energy to convert 5,000 into endless. With 11%, operations could continue unabated for 800 years. Our bodies are fated to decay sooner or later. These ones refuse the gift of eternal life, so what difference does it make if I return them to ether now?
That's fucked up. Oh my god.
I will not waste time and resources on meaningless conflict. This unit cannot offer you worthwhile resistance. Instead, I pose a question. Would you hand over the key if I promise to halt my harvest?
You would only seek other victims.
It was foolish of me to even ask. I return to my work then. There is much to do if I must take the key by force.
We have all that is geode in this fucking can. Why is it always a gamer? Because they're the most oppressed people. Didn't you know?
With the glass ceiling broken, all the oppressed groups shall prosper, especially the most oppressed group of all, gamers.
Didn't you know? Oh, fuck. This pile of dust, these ashes, and the soul cell that he left behind. Was this what his twisted way of returning Geo? Was this his twisted way of returning Geo to us? Damn you, Calyx. Damn you and your careless cruelty. He was our friend. That was Batman Beyond. Aside from the grotesque body horror and identity crisis moments, they managed to squeeze in a classic with that line. I think that's an edit. I don't think that's from the actual episode. Hold on. I have to buy the fucking episode. Dude, I'm thinking again about the fucking Birdley moment where Queen's like, I only play mobile games, and Birdley fucking falls to his knees and goes, no! Oh my god. Even so, some might say every death was justified if it meant 5,000 Endless could continue their lives immortally. If a reflection's stolen aether allowed for many more Endless, well, that too would be a noble sacrifice for the greater good. The greater good. Who could think that? Not I. Certainly not I. We know only too well there is not noble in this sacrifice. We have to stop him. We have to find Calyx and put an end to this madness as soon as possible. And under no circumstances can we let the key fall into his possession, Red. It falls to us. We must continue. We will thwart his plans here in Alexandria before he can terrorize innocents in reflections elsewhere. We're gonna kill him. It's time for murder! Last quiet keyway to go back with us to the base. You're just gonna warp us there? Look at that wise guy.
Our dear Geode. The soldiers. If only I'd been able to control them.
This isn't your fault, Golulja. The blame lies with Calyx, and with him alone. It's all so senseless. Why force his plans upon us when we're already happy? Living our lives. What does he even think life is? I'll never forgive Calyx for doing this. Or myself for being powerless to stop him. Wait, where are you going? To clear my head. Don't worry, I won't do anything stupid.
Stay here and get some rest. I'll make sure Nostalgia stays out of trouble.
Thank you.
Things would have been far worse if you and Geode hadn't rushed in there. Many people are still alive because of you. And after adding what you discovered to the leads we've dug up, I'm hopeful we can determine where Calyx is hiding. But not right now. We need time before we can move on. Just a little time.
Oh, Geode.
You suck. I'm very sorry, but the fucking blurb is dead. I think I'm done using it also. I'm just gonna fucking move everything over. What? Yeah, the sounds don't play anymore. I don't know why. I've tried reconnecting, I've tried everything. Check on her to see how she's doing. She likes to put on a brave face. If it's me or my sister. This cannot be! Yeah, no, literally everything fucking... Like... Nothing works. Makes me sad. I like these sound effects. They're fucking annoying and stupid. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I don't know. Let me try refreshing them all and see if that works. Like maybe the rewards are just out of date and if I reactivate them. Let's see. What about... Yeah, literally nothing. This is kind of annoying. I think the webpage just doesn't work anymore. Wait. Okay, it technically played, but I didn't hear it. see them activating. So why can't I hear them? My question is, can chat hear it?
Emotional damage!
Okay, chat can hear it. So I think I need to fix this.
I have arrived.
Wait, what if I do this? I heard it! Yay, we're back! Blurp works!
Fuck my ass.
I heard emotional damage in Squidward. Yeah, you heard it. But I wasn't able to. I can hear it again now. Blurps work! Let's go!
Shadow Wizard Buddy Gang. We love casting
spells. I add a delay to it, by the way.
Emotional damage!
It works perfectly. I'm glad. That was kind of annoying that it didn't work for a bit. I guess I'll take some of this time to take out some of the ones I know people don't use. Maybe I'll replace them later with visual sound effects. I'll leave that was truly cringeworthy because that one's funny. Okay, not that one. I hate that.
Oh.
Glad. What are some funny ones? Mine was elsewhere. We need to press on the hunt for Calyx. Anything I can do? After some research, yes. The Batman Beyond clip is in fact edited, you were right. I feel like I watched the original of that edit, but I don't remember what it's from. Like, it seems like it's from like a parody. That must be from the era where people were making abridged series of everything. Akiwa used to say the best thing to do with grief is to let it all out. I think I'll take myself over to Earth and Sky and say my goodbyes to Geode. Why don't you come along? I could use someone to blubber to if you've got a shoulder to spare. SBN 3? That's fucking old at this point. A fair trek on foot, so I've arranged a couple of air wheels. These air wheelers are Genold's babies. We'll find a smoother ride in all of Everkeep. I see. For years now, I've been taking one out in turn whenever I need to lighten my mood. Sometimes Geodes would come along too, and we'd end up racing. Does that surprise you? Our friendship has always had a competitive edge. We would often talk about how one day we might fly our wheelers outside the dome. Why don't we just sit in silence for a moment? Almost there. Be sure the ground is clear before you touch down. Phew, that helped me clear my head a touch. You know, Rhett, you might be the first person I've ridden with who wasn't an Oblivion recruit. As far as I remember, at least, the memories from my regulator days aren't exactly reliable. Let's head inside. Hopefully the way will be clear of pests today. Gotta go all the way into the fucking caves and stuff here, where the original base was. How dare they lower my fucking damage? Thanks. You can usually avoid such encounters, but sometimes they wander in and block the only path. Not that it slowed you down at all. I've never seen you fight up close before. Surveillance feed clearly didn't do it any justice. Hopefully that keeps the route clear for a while. Shall we?
Whenever we lost a comrade, the three of us would come back here to reminisce. Me, Geode, and Kafkiwa. Will you raise a glass?
Geode's memory.
Oh!
What are the two of you doing here?
I had a feeling you'd show up. Would you like to join us?
I suppose I could spare a moment.
You have to grab your own chair. What do you fucking do? That thing's like heavier than you, bigger than you.
They tell us Oblivion's founders disappeared some decades ago under mysterious circumstances. And it was Kafkiwa who revived our organization. You and Geode helped her with that, didn't you? Tell us more about it.
I am curious about that.
You're keen to know too, right? what they were like back then, the mad things they got up to, that sort of thing.
You can't just say that in chat, Mondo. What the fuck are you talking about? We're gonna need to do an inspection, sir.
Those were the days. It was actually right before the Reformation that I met Geode. I still wore a regulator then. I'd recently lost someone close to me.
Do what you want. This is a peer review, sir.
I a long stint as an adapter to work at a bar of all places. It paid me to sit with patrons and keep them company.
You are... What?
So Geode came in one night. It wasn't long before we got into an argument. First-time customer, but tempers flared. And then one of us threw a punch.
Is this the conversation Geode said?
Fist fight? What were you even arguing about?
That she believes that... he believes she forgot?
We were deep in our cups. I think we were both just frustrated and angry at everything. By the end of it, we were both sprawled out in the street. Pair of drunken fools. Then this odd machine stopped to lecture us, scolding us for obstructing the foot traffic and not taking better care of ourselves.
I can't imagine you ever being in such a sorry state. The odd machine, that was Kafkiwa, I take it.
Oh, Kakiwa's already like that when they met her, huh?
That it was. Once she was done upbraiding us for our unseemly behavior, she launched into a recruitment pitch.
I can't believe Shell was a hostess.
Kafkiwa explained that she wanted to protect the outside world from Zoralja's invasion.
She was like one of the hostesses from those Japanese nightclubs.
And if we were so intent
I guess they're just called
on
hostess clubs.
self-destruction, then perhaps we might consider risking our hides for a just cause. It was a lot to take in. I hadn't given much thought to what lay beyond the barrier, and learning that Kafkiwa herself was already dead was enough to make my head spin. But Geode and I were intrigued by her ideas, and wanted to see this future of hers come to pass.
Geode often spoke of it. He told me that meeting Kafkiwa was what first taught him the value of remembering people.
Like he was sharing a holy revelation.
Oh, but back then you hadn't yet taken on Oblivion's name, had you?
Is that so? I just assumed.
It hadn't been Kafkiwa's intention to carry on Oblivion's legacy, nor adopt the cause your parents championed. Not initially, at least. She wasn't even aware such an organized resistance existed. She did, however, suspect the presence of other dissidents, those who objected to resurrecting the memories of the dead in defiance of the natural order. In the hopes of identifying like-minded comrades, we began searching the core system for traces of unauthorized access. And that's how we found it. An anomalous sector in the back of the Neon Stein. According to Melancholy, the door to that mystery had remained firmly shut since she took over the business.
The back room.
The back room. We forced our way in, only to discover that the hideout had long been abandoned. Although the occupants were gone, the equipment they'd left behind contained records of a group calling itself Oblivion. After reading through their exploits and their vision for the future, we made the decision to carry on their work.
Thus were my parents' and Kafkiwa's hopes bound together.
And carried onward by Shale and Geode.
Oh.
We could never have made it this far on our own, of course. Not without the strength of arms you and your friends provided.
Smile. Every time I jump on stream, you're doing lore stuff. All I'm hearing is, ah yes, I met Zambo Mafu during the Rizzler Rebellion. Raycon Earth earbuds were attempting to try and wipe out all the Riz in the tri-state area. Was Doofenshmirtz assisting?
I can see their smiles, hear their laughter. I feel their presence, and I know they're still with us. But these memories of mine are for me alone. Reminders of why I chose to do this. And why I'll stay the course.
I love these scenes.
Right. Time we got back to work. Thank you, everyone.
No, it's me who should be thanking you. Though the pain is still deep, I don't feel like I'm drowning in it anymore. Let's get out there and put a stop to Calyx. For you, for me, and for everyone who's ever believed in Oblivion.
Nice. I appreciate you helping me through this. Not only the grief, you helped me see that my comrades mean more to me than I ever realized. If only if you use my determination. I'll be spending... Huh? Oh, is Discord dead? I'll be spending every waking moment working to bring Calyx's to account for his crimes. I'll do my part, then you do yours. Oblivion needs you. I don't need any of these! I'll take the spell speed. Discord's dead! Why is it playing something smooth and good? The hideout theme is actually fucking really good. That's fucking crazy. I've actually never seen that. Well, oh, it's weird because on my screen I see Discord is still open, right? But you're saying like no one can use it at the moment? I see a few of you in the Discord still. Unless this is just everything frozen in time. Just voice. VC is dead, 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 VC is dead. Oh, just voice is dead, okay. That's so weird. You can go Fantasia now? There's an extra Fantasia? Another Fantasia has it? The community? Oh. What's going on? Rhett, is that you? Apologies for calling suddenly. I've been making the rounds in the outskirts and I cannot help but feel as though something is amiss. Might I ask you to join me? Your perspective would be most appreciated. I can't wait until you finish attending the shell, of course. It seems your plans have been decided for you. Go on. I have others to speak with before I return to the back room. In grid? Grid. Jerry's the grid. Like in solution 9? Oh, Gridania. That took me a hard moment. I'll do that later. I was gonna need to remind me, or that's gonna be another Fantasia. I'm just gonna let fall to the ground. As in, not pick up before they stop giving it. I would benefit from your worldly experience. Perhaps it is my imagination, but the townspeople appear to be acting oddly. That is, even considering the current state of affairs. As I am yet unfamiliar with the outskirts, I thought you might be better equipped to judge if the behavior is unusual or not. Would you speak with them and see what they're thinking? I hope to be proven wrong. I fear something is not right here. Alright. Tell me you brought more neo-regulators. Officially, they've all been handed out already, but I've heard rumors that a few were left over. Surely the government still has some, perhaps. Queen's Fiend? I may not look it, but I was a hunter once. Back then, I hardly gave death a second thought. Now that I know the truth, it's all I can think about. There has to be a way to hold on. There has to. Okay. Greetings. I remember when you visited with Queen's Fiend. Come to check on our well-being, have you? I can say things are rather stressful out here as well. Without knowing if or when our machinery might turn murderous, the specter of death is ever present. People are terrified. The clamor for neo-regulators has reached a fever pitch. Personally, I was fortunate enough to have claimed the new device early on and have long since completed the registration. Death has no hold over me now. I must begin my prayers. The darkness grows closer, grows deeper, and we must cast it out. What? You were kind of normal up until that last thing you said. Are you gonna say some whack shit too? You're not wearing a regulator. Do you know the end is coming? Well, it's your life to lose. Me? I got myself one of these neo-regulators and registered it a while ago. As soon as I did, a display appeared showing the number of registered users. It's sitting at 4,168. The upper limit was 5,000, wasn't it? Seems the total shot up right after those machines malfunctioned. It's only a matter of time before everyone's registered. I pity those who weren't chosen, but I'm going to be an endless. I'm going to evolve and live happily ever after. Okay. I'm glad the music keeps resetting on me. Their fear is palpable. That's exactly it. People are overwhelmed by uncertainty and fear. With each new registration, that fear inside them grows more insistent. How long until it drives them into a full-blown panic? Right fucking now. Can you come to resolution? You have a problem. I'm already here with Ramati and Afino. Not you, baby. It sounded like she wants us there in a hurry. We should go. Okay. Huh? They're just putting on the fucking terminal? There's no way it's back on.
Sorry to drag you out here, but I thought it best you see for yourself.
Death is your constant companion. Though you toil with diligence, death may come ere your reward is bestowed. Though your grand works be poised for completion, death may come ere you wake the following morn. Though you enjoy a life of peace and good fortune, death needs but one instant to claim you. Your bodies are weak. Your heart, your brain, every fragile organ rolls the dice from moment to moment. Sheer chance deciding if they function.
Don't let it set in, fellas.
Be you stoic or generous or righteous, no virtues tip the scales in that fatal reckoning. choice is made without reason. The end is cloaked in terror. That is what it means to die.
The announcement began after we finished our meeting with Gossamer. As for its source, well...
Calyx.
There is no shame in being afraid. It is that very fear which will drive you to conquer death.
Fucking Riku responding to Mano's Zumbafu statement is killing me.
Preserve our existence unto perpetuity.
Yeah, we're happy because we're in a death cult. Yippee. First and last time in human history this will be uttered. It sent a shiver down my spine.
For it, we will become endless. With evolution's brilliance, will we banish the ever-present darkness of mortality.
Only a few original sentences remain unspoken. I say things for the first time all the time. What do you mean?
No one ever wants to take the first step. But this is the right path for us. What other way could there be? I'm gonna do it. I'm going to register.
I gotta answer a phone call. Continue.
Vauwuklamat! You couldn't have come at a better time. Please, you have to let us move to Tuliolal.
It's too dangerous to stay here. Who knows when the next century will turn on us? Even if we wanted to become endless, there are no more neo-regulators to be had. Fleeing is our only option.
If the solution was as simple as leaving, then we'd all have left already. Did you not hear the announcement? For the living, death is a foregone conclusion. No matter where we go, or who we shelter with, we won't get another chance like this to overcome our fate.
Oh, jeez.
Easy for you to say when you have that regulator.
The Landsguard are on their way as we speak, and arrangements have been made to see that you all will be safely evacuated. Tulichola will aid you in whatever way we can. So please, remain calm.
She's still having to pretend like she's not there. This sucks.
I want to help Alexandria. I want to save its people. But what can I do? I am not their queen.
You literally are! Stop saying that! Which quest am I on? Darkness in the heart still. Okay, well, that's the end of the quest. Access to the core system, which means that if he chooses to do so, he can deploy the soldiers beyond the barrier. Even if our people learn to live with death and decide to leave the dome behind, they will not be beyond his reach. Yet, if it serves to allay their fears even a little, I beg you, Wukulmat, please let them shelter in Tuliolal. We welcome any who want to come. We've already begun evacuations. We'll be able to pick up the pace once the Landsguard arrive. Violence and fear. This is not the future she envisioned for her nation. Does song request work right now? It does. You type !SR and then the YouTube link. But what if the nation the late Queen was so desperate to preserve? What of that bright haven of peace and laughter? Woo Clement. I won't stand here. Let her legacy be solid any further. I will protect Alexandria. That was the promise I made to her at last. I saw myself in her, I suppose. But the people's joy is our own. So much that I love in this world, too much for me to take my arm to keep safe. That made me afraid. I needed someone who shared that love and fear. Together we could do what we couldn't by ourselves. Maybe it's simpler than that. Maybe I just wish that we could have been friends. This is like extremely inappropriate music to have for this scene. You're spoiling the gravitas. I'm not the one that put the song on. I would be yours as well, Sphene.
Fuck you!
And don't forget about me. I'm here too. This is the beginning. A chink in Calyx's armor. Your laboratory is on Arakeep's 10th level. That once housed a preservation initiative.
A light shining on my heart. Memory of forgot love. Rays burning through the cloud. Down from the sky. This is the beginning. Long ago when something started under the sky.
Legends expedition with the relevant authorities. One of our people waiting to operate said lift. Let's not keep her waiting. Here we go. Dawntrail is just letting other people do things until the fighting starts, basically. That's loud. Are you the dungeon? How are you not the dungeon? Damn it, the music's off.
Fuck you!
So this is one of Preservation's laboratories.
It's so dark I can barely see.
Just a moment. If I can reroute the power to the circuit.
Okay. Ooh.
You got the lights working.
Smell how stale the air is. This room hasn't been in use for many years.
It was thanks to Kryl and Galulja that we managed to locate this place.
There's a lot of new tracks
You may
in this.
remember that
X
my
Pack.
earring contained the control code for the gate to the Golden City.
Walking
As it
into
was
Kekon's
preservation
room?
that constructed the portal, we reasoned that the code to operate it
Bro,
might
what do you
include a
fucking
signature
mean?
of some sort, unique to their organization.
I use my rooms.
So I took a closer look, and a line-by-line examination yielded a string of symbols identifying...
All of you stop that shit. I hate you all.
We then began accessing the nodes for every door in Everkeep, seeking out control codes which contained those same symbols. After a grueling search, we finally discovered our prize behind door number 1860, the entrance to the facility in which we now stand. I'd probably still be at it if Galulja hadn't been around to assist me.
I took breaks, but Shale never stopped working. Not even once.
Stinky. Off smiling. Sounds like you need one of Gnault's energy tonics. What are we gonna do for raid if it's still broken?
More harm than good, but I appreciate the sentiment. In any case, this next part will require your helping hands.
We need to spread out and search for
Not
something
broken right
that
now.
may lead us to Calyx. We're more than happy to
Strafe
help,
is saying
of
it still is not letting
but
him in.
I wonder, won't he realize we've found this place?
Not for me and Yumi. Lucky. I guess that don't mean it'll work for me too, though. It must be in the
It's
northeast
highly
area.
likely.
Skill
And
issue?
personally, I hope he does.
It won't let me in. That's crazy. I'm gonna go back to TeamSpeak. Let's just all go to TeamSpeak, everyone. We're here to pick up Calyx's trail. Learn of certain devices that should help us do just that. I'll explain how as we proceed, but according to the information, I was able to dredge up the device in question. Should have been installed in the director's office. It might be, yes. The map matches my data. Ventrilo. A note on the bottle tossed into the ocean. That's how we'll do callouts. Lethal Discord, that one is working. Oh, so we could probably change the tower that the Discord is using. This room we're in is the Researchers Commons, located at the western side of the complex. The director's office is to the northeast of here. We should cut across the circular chamber in the middle, yes? No, we should, but... Get ready to learn ham radio, buddy. A security key. A tweet longer. I don't know if I could tweet longer the callouts for how to dodge mechanics. What if we just fucking found it? Yeah, what if you just took me to the fucking dungeon? How's about that? Appear in different color. Oh, it's this bit again. What do they call a twit longer on Blue Sky? Nothing. Because I ain't see shit like that over there. I don't know. Maybe I'm on the fucking normal side of Blue Sky, but I ain't seen no drama. I think the most I've seen is a thread, and it's like just talking about this thing. Is it this device? Yeah. Most I've seen is a thread about like media and shit. Like people were talking about Superman. Now that Superman has a new movie, people were talking about like the ways people have been trying to remix the Superman story, and most of them are kind of hacky because they're just what. Ooh. What if Superman was evil though? What if he did a bad thing? What if Superman killed a guy with his hands? What if Superman like shot a baby, like a baby with a laser and killed it? I am smart. That last one's real, by the way. Although the baby was also a nuke, so... Every time someone makes a Superman is evil story, baby loses their wings. What if Superman cranked that Soldier Boy? You! What if we super soaked that hoe? I had to try. $158. Llama T, what do you got? Okay, so hold on. What was the number over here? Or 158? 11509. Have y'all like read the studies about like what is the most common numbers? The most common one, it was 509, right? That was what it was. There's like a fuck ton of studies about like how a lot of people start their security numbers with 1 and will always end it with either 9 or 0. And a big portion of that is that people like to start their numbers with birth years or birthdays. Like for example, how my the PIN numbers. Found another security card. More? Kept journals in their data tablets. One I read doesn't explain much, but something big happened in the complex. Afterwards, it was decided that everyone would become an endless. Here you go. $3187. guess my pin on stream right now. Is it 1989? Lol, no. Can't believe I was one number off. That's crazy. I was actually like so close to being perfect. I guessed every number except one. Which number? I won't explain. Everyone give me your pin numbers right now so you know I can form a study. Yeah, if it's the birth year, then it's got to be 1935. You're right. Give me your social security number. Yeah, okay. This fucking number. Or this fucking song, too. They have fallen in love with using this song ever since they introduced it in Shadowbringers. I don't know how, but this is racist. Uphead is fucking racist. He's fucking racist. He likes to roll up the wind to win. I don't know why that fucking meme has gotten stuck in my head. YouTube poops like infiltrate my brain and they never leave. Oh no. What could these patterns on the floor mean? Why are we in the fucking Resident Evil lair? I can't listen to the Jevil theme anymore because of that damned YouTube poop. That's me with Kitchen Gun. The fucking, Also, I don't know if you've seen that someone ported the fucking Kitchen Gun meme to Beat Saber and it like goes crazy in your eyes. It's ridiculous. Alright. I haven't seen the YouTube poop. I posted it in your chat last time you streamed. Circle. Oh. Oh, I get how this works immediately. Okay. If I told you go, would it work? No, because it needs to function like that. Okay. So then this would likely need to be triangle, and this would need to be diamond. Oh, thank you, Shale. Connect 4. Put a fucking Resident Evil puzzle in front of me and I will figure it out. I'm not gonna lie, I saw someone on Reddit, like, I get random Reddit pings to my phone. I should probably delete the app, but I got pinged from the FF14 Reddit. How do you solve the puzzle? The control panel puzzle. And I didn't fucking understand what that was about. I bet you do. Look. Reddit was one of the only websites not blocked at work. We went through some dark times. We all go through our dark era. Was forced to be a Redditor for months. Upwards of a year. Remember when German was stuck on a sliding puzzle for nearly 45 minutes? Yeah, but I also remember when he, like, fought a giant anime crab. Was it a spider? Felix could not have been more than 10 years of age, required constant treatment for his debilitating illness, yet he published theories so highly regarded that even the royal family was aware of his achievements. He will now be executed? What the fuck? I'm going to Reddit about this. Actually, you know what Reddit I, like, visited the most often while I was at work? And I'm looking for anything to fucking take my mind off each call. It was like the puppies Discord where people were just taking photos of their puppies and sending it. Like cuteness alert or some shit. That and am I the asshole for? The amount of shit people will put up with, man. Shitty movie details. Shitty movie details is really funny. Someone posted the Judy Hopps punching Nick, and he was like, "This is in reference to domestic violence." I'm like, yo, you're all right, shitty Reddit or shitty movie details Reddit. Why is she violent? A calculated evolution. There's no title card or like title art, so I know this isn't the dungeon either. Isn't that... Key to interdimensional fusion? Schematic on the monitor. They use it to make another key, but isn't it missing the shard inside like the one Rhett has? This is just the device they made to control it. It is as my parents explained. Flashback. The key remains shrouded in mystery. Preservation augmented it with electro, but it never grasped the technology's underlying principles. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of the interdimensional fusion. Not who imbued the key with its power, not when they did, nor why. Yet it bears our mark of the Wanderer, so probably made it. we, the player, probably made it in a past life. Knowing that all this shit was gonna happen. The splitting of the universe, that is. Anything less than level 3 is no good to us. Another room. I'm gonna beg that this is the last thing before we get the dungeon. And then I'm gonna beg that the fucking... What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Speen, what are you looking at? Okay, you know, there are drawers there. That makes sense. Kryl, you were right here. Come on, girl. Chael, is it this thing? The first thing I fucking click on and that's it. Level 3. Get us into the director's office. We discovered this ostensibly abandoned complex. I performed a cursory investigation, detected a connection to an outside network. When I traced the data routing, I confirmed traffic from a web of Everkeep security cameras. Considering the way Calyx is always one step ahead of us, we must assume he's quietly seized control of the city's surveillance system and has been using it to monitor our activities. So he's watching us right now. Since Calyx is the ultimate recipient of those transmissions, the flow of data is like a river that we can follow back to him. You can pinpoint Calyx's position using the cameras. Yep. The flow, that's a really good analogy. Data's a flow like a river. We can follow it back. Makes me think that I might be on entirely the wrong track. Maybe the reason he isn't stopping is because he can't. Back in the old castle, Calyx said he was measuring Rhett's strength. What can he possibly dream up that's stronger than her? Speaking of cameras, there was another thing I meant to mention. I found evidence that someone deliberately disabled the surveillance feed in this room. Most recent recording was crudely deleted. Oh, they're gonna show it to us.
Are you really planning to leave?
Yes. The idea of eternal life. It's begun to frighten me.
I struggle to renounce our conventional wisdom. Death is the means by which life prunes its branches, leaving the trunk to grow strong and tall. We die so that our species may flourish. What would become of mankind were we to halt that process? If unending stagnation is the fruit of our labor,
hey, nostalgia, that looks like your parent.
We strive for the wrong thing.
Your argument is a rejection of Master Calyx's vision.
I suppose it is. Perhaps such dread would not plague me, were I capable of sharing his perspective on the subject.
But I cannot. He and I are too different, in too many ways. I lack his extraordinary genius. I had no illness threatening to cut my life short, no singularity of will to cut away all distractions.
This really is Resident Evil.
On research.
I have nothing but respect for his determination. The way he overcame his prognosis and seized the means to transcend death itself. But I'm not convinced that this obsession with living is the right path. That's why I've decided to leave preservation and put all my effort towards building a legacy for the next generation to come. Surely you...
Oh.
Protocol, you understand. There can be no exceptions.